All right. So today I got a clutch of northern or gold white-lip pythons, which I'm super excited about. God, I've dreamt of breeding white-lip since I was like 13 years old. So it's pretty exciting. I had last year. This is, I think, like the second year I've tried to actually breed the golds. Like, I've had gold since I was 15 years old, and I just never. I was like keeping them so much, and I never really had pairs that I wanted to pair with one another. So last year I tried. I got super close, but very late. Like, she just never ended up laying eggs. And then the southern or black white lips laid but slugged out. So I just got this clutch of northerns, and then I also have a clutch of southerns due to be laid in like 3 weeks. And it's the one that slugged out last year, so I'm hoping this is a good clutch. But let me get this nest box out of here. I had to tape this up because the other ones were not so happy about me being over here. Okay. If you know white lips, then you know this probably is going to be a little risque. Totally forgot I was going to take a picture before this for a thumbnail. Awesome. Whoo! Nice. Okay. All right. This should be interesting because she's a gold white lip. She's not friendly. Okay. All right. Okay. These over here. Okay. What I'm probably gonna do is just close this. Alright, okay. I'm gonna throw her back in here, and then I'll take her out and soak her afterwards. Okay, so let's see. She was whatever it was. I haven't actually calculated how many days it was. Like 31 days maybe after her post-ovulation shed. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 eggs. Holy crap. Almost a little bit of a boob egg, but it's, I don't know if you can actually see veins through the boob, like through the nipple part. Look at that. Okay. That is sick. I'm gonna incubate a little bit differently this time. I don't know, this year is something, I don't know. I've been liking doing the wet perlite with the egg crate, so this year I'm gonna do a little drier perlite, and then the eggs are just gonna go right in there. Same way I do my lizard eggs is how I'm gonna go about it. I don't like keeping eggs stacked up, so I'm gonna see if I can't get them down to like one layer, you know. But I didn't do. You hear all kinds of stuff, right? So for years I was always trying to think about what my best approach was with breeding a lot of this stuff, and I didn't this year. I didn't do any temperature cycling or anything like that. It's been pretty good. I mean, so far I got clutch of Australian olive pythons, which hatched actually the other day. I was just honestly too burnt out to film it. I got 2 clutches of Papuan pythons in the incubator, a clutch of Bismarck ring pythons, now this clutch, and then hopefully that black girl lays a good clutch. That would be pretty sweet. I've shown it before, but people are always asking me and nervous to peel eggs apart. I want to keep, see, I'll just go slow. Like I always say, it's like a paper sticker, you know, you just take your time, and it doesn't matter. A little bit of the outer shell will kind of rip on the eggs, but it's whatever, as long as you don't rip through. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna do like this. Yeah, so I didn't do any temperature cycling this year. I just did my standard food cycling, and it's proven to be a pretty sweet year so far. Lots of boas too this year, for whatever reason. As I say all the time, I've been keeping ambient. The room is set to 85, and the reality is the room goes between 80 and 85. And it's funny because in winter, I transition, like in the winter, the building is heated with a boiler, so the boiler's on and it heats very well. So the room is like 85 in the winter. But then transitioning into spring, that's actually when my stuff now gets cooler because it's too nice out to keep the boiler running. So I turn the boiler off, and then I put a space heater to heat the room. But it can get cool enough at night that it's hard for the space heater to keep up. So at night the room will go to 80, and then it takes, you know, a little bit into the day to get it from 80 to 85 again. So now spring is like my cooler season. And then once we get midsummer, it just stays 85 again pretty much with the space heater running. And fans everywhere to help move the heat around. But I've just got them shut off right now because you can't hear anything down here with all the fans running. I mean, look at these. Nice little eggs. This is obviously from a wild caught pair. I have 2 pairs of northerns. I didn't try the one pair this year because the one female, when I got her, like my buddy said that she just always had them. It's like big lumps kind of on her head and some like down her side. And I don't know, I was like, well, maybe, you know, she was raised in Iraq, maybe it was from pushing, I have no idea. But then lately, like I've got her in injections right now because her whole face blew up and stuff where those lumps were, and her eyes, like, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen there. So I just did the one pair this year. And obviously I will be keeping some of these. I might keep 2 pairs. I'm probably gonna keep 2 pairs back. And then, like with all of this stuff, right? Like, especially in Canada, you can't buy any of this stuff captive bred. Even in the States, it's not the easiest, you know? So, everything that I produce out of all of this initial wild caught stock, I keep back. Captive bred stuff that I produced in this room, and then it'll be really good moving forward. Like the Papuan pythons, I kept back. The last ones I hatched, I kept back a pair, the only female and a male. And then I have 2 unrelated clutches in the incubator right now. So the clutch that's unrelated to the babies that I have growing up, I'm gonna keep a pair back from that. And then I'll have 2 captive bred, unrelated pairs of Papuans that I produced. And I'm gonna try and do the same with everything, with the white lips, the golds and blacks, all of that. So anyway, pretty cool. Typical, I'm just gonna incubate them the same as always. 87.5. But I'm gonna do like this: dryer perlite, eggs in the perlite, and I'm gonna see if I like that better. Because I do that with like my monitor eggs and everything, and it's no problem. Your mastics eggs, all of that. So we'll try, see how it goes. Sometimes you gotta change it up. What do we got? Yeah, olive pythons just hatched. Got these next due to hatch is, I think poplin python, either poplin pythons or ring pythons will hatch next. I'm waiting on a litter of Dumeral's ground boas to be born. She's huge, like, but for whatever reason with the Dumerals, I took 0 notes this year. But she's in shed right now, and often like she'll shed and then give birth like a week later or something. The Argentines still gravid. I got a couple gravid Suriname red tails, Dominican boa. I think I got a clutch of Macklot pythons on the way. I don't think the Dunn's pythons took. I paired them. I got the male on loan from a buddy, and then by the time I paired them, her follicles were huge, so I think I might have missed it. What else we got? I got a gravid Amazon tree boa from my best producing female, so that'll be cool. Yeah, that's all I got another. So I just had a litter of Brazilian rainbow boas born, and then I had another Brazilian just have her post-ovulation shed. So I'll have litters of Brazilians at opposite times of the year. So there'll be no shortage of those. Yeah. Gold white-lip pythons, very, very, very exciting. Yeah, stay tuned, and should be some cool stuff to come.